gentlemen, welcome to this debate. Today we're going to discuss about the points in favor and against about free trade. But first of all, what does free trade mean? It means the way what countries exchange goods in order to receive others and to set prices in order to help them to develop a better country. So my first point in favor is that international trade allows greater mobility of factors of production between countries.
Yes. May I ask you a question?
Okay.
My first question will be, you said that it allows a good production, but do you think that sometimes the other country will be like doing more things against his own country, or the country he's doing the transaction?
That's a good question, but you must know that in free trade they can exchange goods as they did in the past. In the same way, if they don't have, for example, sugar in the other country, yes, that they will have that, and that country will need that. And how can the country get that? By exchanging something that the other country does not have to do. And continuing to my own argument, the balance between scarcity and excess is another point in favor. The prices tend to be more stable, and moreover, the entry of next movements of goods give a way to the balance in the international market.
May I ask you another question? In this case, you say that there is a domestic production, but do you think that sometimes the other country will use this consumption for his own country and not the country he is doing the transaction?
The transaction between the countries is that they have to accept that cost, because yes indeed they have to focus on national production, but as I said before, this can help the country to develop even higher and to increase their GDP.
Okay. In this moment, I am going to debate. In my first argument will be that opposition. I as opposition think that the reality has social, cultural problems, political problems, that if you do a transaction between two countries, there is a synergy, an economic synergy, which has a lot of detectors. For example, I mean, the suggestion is idealistic, and we also have the disadvantages, as my second argument, of the fair rules. For example, of the world countries, you have to fair a rule that the other country imposes you. That means that if you have a negotiation in a social reality, you can have economic problems. The power will be for the country, will have a better GDP, and the resources will be the destruction.
Okay, and my question is that how sure are you about this, that the economic impact, like as we look here in South America with TLC and other